circus ringmaster's murder has everyone baffled, with witnesses saying a dark shadow soared through the night sky. This puts the flamboyant magician Max Galactica in the spotlight. But did the killer really fly?
We come to you live from the District Court, where the trial of Max Galactica is about to begin. His fans hope this is just an illusion, and he'll fly away from here a free man.
It's Von Karma.
Huh, so we meet again.
You're gorgeous!
I shall disappear from this dreadful place in no time. Right, love?
Now, court is in session for the trial of Max Galactica. Prosecutor Von Karma, your opening statement.
That spirit trial, it was nothing more than a farce. That was not justice. But this time, there's no doubt I will prove you guilty, Phoenix Wright.
What? You're gonna prove me guilty?
The old it didn't count shtick.
Now then, call up your first witness.
It happened on the night of December 6th, after a very nasty and unusually cold day had left the ground covered in snow. The troupe had a rehearsal that ended around 10 p.m. The ringmaster, Russell Berry, went to his office but left shortly. For some reason, he headed to the scene of the crime. And at 10:15, he was found deceased, slumped over a large wooden box. Blunt force trauma strong enough to shatter vertebrae did him in. The victim's footprints were found at the crime scene along with a hat which belongs to the defendant.
Well, do you know what the murder weapon was?
Not exactly, but we believe it was a flat, heavy object.
The police are busy searching for it as we speak.
I find it strange that the murderer's footsteps weren't found at the crime scene. And can you explain the wooden box?
As you can see, it's kind of big and made of wood. Inside, the only thing was a small container of pepper.
Pepper? Do we know why it was there?
Short answer is no. No idea.
Why would anyone need a box that big for a pepper shaker? That's just silly.
Now I call my next witness. The pitiful clown that saw it all.
Today is your lucky day! You are the 1 millionth person to experience Mo the Clown's cavalcade of comedy! Smile or you can use this for your wine! But enough about current events! Get it?!
I do. Wow.
That joke's an antique.
That's enough! Name and occupation!
Whoa, that one usually gets the crowd rolling. Instead, everyone looks like someone just died.
Name and occupation, or else.
Yeah, Lawrence Curls, but I go by Mo. Professional jokester and funny man.
You stumbled upon the crime scene at around 10:15 p.m., correct?
Correcto mundo!
Okay, clown. Tell us what you witnessed that night.
But first, I'll tell 100 rapid-fire jokes!
No joking! Now talk!
Yes, well, after leaving the big top that night, I went straight to my room. I was pretty pooped, so I hit the sack. Then I heard a loud noise outside. Max was hovering there.
No way!
Yeah, it threw me for a loop for a second. Then he flew away into the night.
What's that? He flew?
Wait, you saw him?
Order in the court! Order!
Thanks. Roll credits.
Listen, clown, this is not the time to tell jokes or tall tales.
What? It's the truth. That's what I saw. Max was there, then he flew away.
Trillo said something crazy. I bet this is totally what he meant.
Yeah.
Max Galactica's signature illusion is a flying trick. Therefore, it must have been him that murdered the ringmaster.
It would also explain the lack of footprints at the crime scene.
Hold it a darn sec! Come on! I can't actually fly, y'all!
But you do it in your performance every night.
Oh, please! Look! I'm just swinging on some hella thin wires up there! You hear?
This is like a circus.
I wish I could fly away right now.
So to recap, this witness saw the defendant floating through the air immediately after the murder. That is an undeniable fact.
Is it? The crime scene wasn't set up for that illusion. So how could he possibly have pulled it off that night?
He just told everyone how he could, by using those hella thin wires.
Really? It can't be anywhere near that easy.
Miss Von Karma, can you prove exactly how the defendant could pull off such an elaborate trick the night of the crime?
No, sir. Not at this time.
Then this court will be adjourned for the rest of the day. And then it will be up to the prosecution to demonstrate just how this could be done when we reconvene tomorrow morning.
I understand.
In all my years on this bench, I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, Phoenix Wright, you should be thankful. You have one more day before your crushing defeat.
Listen, I don't actually use wires. I'm really a very powerful magician.
Hey, I'm not questioning your skills.
But if Mo was telling the truth, then he did see the killer flying away from the crime scene.
Tell me something. Were you still wearing your costume when you were talking with Mr. Barry before he was killed?
I did take my hat and cape off inside and hung them by the office door. Oh, yeah! As Russell was heading out the door that night, I said, "Why don't you wear my costume?" I was worried he'd freeze to death out there.
So the person that was spotted walking to the crime scene was Barry, wearing your costume.
Oh, then maybe it was also the ringmaster who Mo saw flying away right after that.
It'd be kinda hard to pull off if he was dead.
And anyway, if the clown really saw me flying like he claims to have, then why was my silk hat still just lying in the snow?
We're gonna have to find an answer for that.
The police just called. Apparently they're coming in with a search warrant.
Really?
I guess Von Karma is making her move, huh?
It seems like warning them about it kinda defeats the purpose to me. Well, if we consider Mo's testimony, the killer flew from this spot.
I don't think you could stage a magic trick here even if you wanted to.
That window. It's the monkey's room.
Supposedly, there's someone living there, too.
Let's check it out. Excuse me, I'm Phoenix Wright, attorney at law.
Oh, yes. Come in, please.
Thank you.
If I'm not wrong, you're defending Max, right? Nice to meet you. My name's Ken Dingling. But the people around here in the circus know me as Acro.
Sorry, but were you in some kind of an accident?
Yeah, I was, about 6 months ago. Up until then, I was a pretty decent acrobat. The people would come from all around to see me fly. But now it's Max who brings the crowds to our little show. He's got a different approach, sure, but it seems to be working.
Yeah.
He's sweet, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
It's a real shame about Russell. Just horrible. We weren't related, but he was like a father to me.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. But the rest of us have to go on living our lives, right? We owe that much to him.
Yeah, you need to stay focused on your healing now. And once you're feeling all better, we'll see you fly!
That'd be nice, but don't hold your breath, okay?
Huh?
The last time I went to rehab, my doctor told me that I may never be able to use my legs again.
Oh no.
Please forgive me. It's been tough.
I'm sure. Who's in the picture?
My little brother. We were very close, but he's been gone for a while now.
Hey, can you tell us what happened the night that the ringmaster was murdered, I mean?
That's enough! Acro will be coming back to my office with me to talk about his testimony.
He's a witness?
Wait, is he gonna be testifying at the trial tomorrow?
Indeed he will. And before the lunch hour, I'll have just what I wanted. A guilty verdict and your head! Take my witness away, please.
See you later.
So, why do you have to go out of your way to give Nick such a hard time? It doesn't matter if you prove our client guilty or not. It's not gonna clear your father's name or anything.
Oh, please, I haven't even mentioned Papa once, have I? What's behind my revenge is Miles Edgeworth.
Wait, what? This is about him?
Yes, the man you murdered, you fool! After the DL6 trial, Edgeworth disappeared, but he left behind a note. All it said was Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death.
It did?
He's still alive, I'm sure. But he realized he was no match for you and scampered away with his tail between his legs. That's why I'm here to bring you down. You crushed him, so I'll crush you!
So is that true, Nick? Did Edgeworth really leave that note?
Please, Maya, promise me you'll never mention his name around me again.
That ramen smells amazing!
Oh, so you're a ramen gal, are ya?
It's my favorite! Achoo!
Oh, that was quite a sneeze. A bowl of noodles should help.
Wow, you'd share with me?
You still have an appetite?
Yeah, we might as well all eat while there's still some food on the table. I mean, with the thing 6 months ago, and now losing old Russ Berry.
6 months ago?
Forget about it. Just babbling.
What's the deal with this Max pedestal?
Oh, that thing. Wait a sec, I'll show you. Where is it? Here, it's for the Magic Grand Prix trophy.
Huh, that bust.
I remember. We saw it in Acro's room.
Yeah, well, that guy never missed an opportunity to brag about winning that ugly old thing.
Hey, Mo, can you think of anyone besides Max who could have committed the murder?
Nope, not a soul! Russ never had crosswords with anybody, and he had such a big heart! But wait, I remember on the morning that he was murdered, his face was beet red with anger. I had never seen him look like that as long as I have known him.
Why was he so mad?
He just torn off a note on the board, but I haven't the foggiest idea what was on it. And at the time, everyone was dealing with all the crazy Max and Trillo drama that was going on.
I wonder what the note was about.
Well, let's look into it.
I don't see a note here.
This could be it. To the murderer. Huh? You haven't forgotten about 6 months ago, have you? I have conclusive evidence here with me. Come to the plaza in front of the lodging house tonight at 10 p.m. But the note's not addressed to anyone.
Crazy. So this is why he went out that night.
Together we'll start our own circus. One that'll put a smile on everybody's face.
Darn it, Russ. What in the heck am I gonna do without you around?
Mo!
Why are you so serious all of a sudden?
Tell us about what happened 6 months ago.
Why? Do you think it could somehow be connected to Russell's murder?
Read this and tell me.
Wait, what's this about?
We found it in Russell Berry's room. This note called him out to the spot where he was killed that night. There's no way it was just coincidence. I'm sure it's connected.
What happened at the circus? And why did your friend die?
Okay, fine. One day during a joint rehearsal, there was a horrific accident. The victim was Bat, one of our star acrobats.
Acro's little brother?
Kid was in love, head over heels for Regina.
They'd made a bet that if he could pull off one of her tricks, then she'd go out with him.
Oh yeah? One of her animal tamer tricks, you mean?
That's right. During that time, Leon the Lion was our star attraction.
You really think you can do it?
Long as I can stand his breath, I'll be fine. Be a good boy.
Oh, wow!
I won't forget it as long as I live. Acro went at Leon trying to save his little brother, but he got really hurt too. Then Russ had to shoot Leon. It was a tragedy.
What happened to Bat?
He's still alive, but he's been in a coma ever since. Acro was at the hospital yesterday to visit with him. With his little brother gone, and now poor old Russell, he just bawled his eyes out. Russ was like a father to him.
I saw that scarf in Acro's room.
Yeah, Regina gave it to Bat that very day. He was so happy about it. I have nightmares nearly every night. It's burned into my brain forever. And right before, it's like Leon smiled.
Oh, Regents, you've taken quite a liking to the lawyer. Wait, huh? What is this thing doing in here? Wait a sec! You know about the note? Yeah, I put it up on the bulletin board just the other day.
But that's crazy! So the person who wrote it was you?
No, silly. It wound up in my pocket for some weird reason. I just put it up there so the author could find it.
Okay.
Wait, when was that?
Let me think. Remember when Max and Trillo got into that fight? The next day, I took Acro's breakfast up to him and I noticed it on the way back downstairs.
The day Russ died. Huh.
You feed Acro?
Since he got hurt, bringing Acro his food is one of my chores around here. He can't get up and down the stairs right now. Oh, that makes sense. Yep.
That must mean the note was from...
Whoa, I want to eat breakfast with a monkey.
Is that what this whole thing's about? Before we go back to the office, there's one more stop I'd like us to make.
Huh?
I need to know how the killer could fly. So we'll talk to an expert. That okay?
Sure thing.
Maya, you should know, the truth behind this case might be painful to learn.
What do you mean?
I mean, we can't run away.
Hey guys, it's the cops.
Good morning, Detective.
Thank you. I truly appreciate everything you've done for us.
No need to make a big deal about it, pal. By the way, I was asked to give you a message. The verdict will be decided at the very last second. That's all I got.
Not sure what to make of that.
Later, bud!
What do you figure that means, Nick?
That message. It couldn't be.
Hey there, Max! Good luck today!
She's here. This court is now back in session for the murder trial of Max Galactica.
Just yesterday, the prosecution was able to secure a new witness, and we're prepared to reveal the secret behind the flying illusion. Ready, Phoenix Wright? You will crash and burn!
Call up your witness to the stand, please.
I decided the most expedient course of action following the deposition he gave was to bring him directly from the hotel we'd booked for him.
I'm Acro, an acrobat. It was just past 10 on the night of the murder. I was in bed when I heard a loud noise coming from outside. When I looked to see what it was, I saw a caped figure. He was floating up past my window. I know beyond a doubt that it was Max.
Well, that does corroborate the clown's testimony from yesterday.
Yes, it does. That's all for this witness. And now I shall demonstrate how the culprit flew into the night sky. Scruffy!
Ma'am! built this myself. An exact scale model of the crime scene that will show the culprit. Hold it!
Not yet. First, I need an opportunity to cross-examine the witness.
Do you feel there's some problem with his testimony?
There was no problem! The witness merely stated what he had seen that night.
The defense has the right to cross-examine every witness called by the prosecution, and I do not intend to give that up.
Very well. You may proceed with your questions, defense.
But I stayed up the entire night putting this model together.
Your witness, Mr. Wright.
Acro, you claim you saw the defendant outside your window on the night of the murder?
Yes, sir. That top hat and cape are both part of Max's trademark costume.
But this hat was found lying on the ground, and that means it didn't fly away and leave the crime scene.
I'm not sure what to say. I'm just telling you what I saw that terrible night, honest to goodness.
If you so much as dare to brand my witness a liar, be prepared to prove your claim. You hear me, Phoenix Wright?
A flying illusion like this one requires quite a bit of setup and staging. But there was no evidence of anything like that at the crime scene.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I figured it out, though. Using my gumshoe-style wire technique, the killer could, I thought I had it.
Detective, if the culprit just wanted to kill the ringmaster, he wouldn't have to do all of this extra work.
Well, geez, I feel kind of rejected right now.
But Mo the Clown saw the same thing I did. The costume and Max's signature flying trick.
It's time to tell the whole truth. You know exactly what happened, don't you? And you know how the murderer was able to vanish into thin air.
I do? And how would I know all of that?
It's simple. The only reason you could know how this whole elaborate murder was planned out is because you planned it! The magic behind the circus ringmaster's murder takes center stage inside the courtroom. The true identity of the flying killer brings us closer to the shocking truth. When light clears away the fog caused by the tragedy 6 months ago, the curtain rises on a new act, and then an old friend returns. Find the contradictions. Believe in the truth. Next episode, Turnabout Big Top, Last Trial. Take that!